Hi, I'm David E. Talbert. I'm the writer and director of the movie Baggage Claim in theaters September 27th. I got a deal with Simon & Schuster to do 2 novels in '02. And the first novel, I was trying to figure out what I was going to write about. And I was overhearing a conversation with my wife. That's where I get a lot of my ideas from, my ear hustle, my wife's conversations. She was talking to her girlfriend who was a guy she was dating in Chicago, was flying her out to Chicago for Thanksgiving weekend. And so she was all excited. My wife was like, "Good girl, I feel so good." And then she called her back later on that night and said, "Girl, oh, we had the best time. Oh," and she says, well, what's the house look like?" She said, "I wouldn't know. He dropped me off at the hotel because he had some stuff he had to do." And she was like, he didn't have nothing to do. He had somebody else to do, And so that's where I got that whole, the idea of that whole first scene in the movie from real life. Well, plays are as a writer's medium, so it's about telling the story, and so it's really about the words. It's shaping those words and the flow of the words, the cadence of the words. Shakespeare called it iambic pentameter, all of that, and it's all about that. But in film, it's showing the story. It's about pictures. So I had to kind of recalibrate my brain because in stage, everything is a proscenium. It's a master shot. You see everything, you see everyone, you see the sets and everything, and it's a master shot. So with film, I have to look at things from close-ups and over the shoulders and have the camera moving, and I have to make it more visually stimulating, which was a leap for me from my first film, First Sunday, which was very funny. But what I learned from First Sunday is about camera movement. And so I said, for Baggage Claim, I want to apply what I learned. And so Baggage Claim feels like a little more cinematic, like the camera's moving a little bit more. So it's a work in progress. But a big difference is one telling the story on stage and the other showing the story in film. I don't really look at kind of formulas or what I want to do as far as what's selling or whatever. I just look at what inspires me. And usually what inspires me is what I'm going to put my heart and soul into. And then when people see it, they feel a certain way. They don't feel like they're just watching a movie that someone is trying to serve because they got a 3-picture deal and they got 3 more pictures they have to do. But I always want people to feel like I'm sharing with them a piece of my heart and my soul in my movies. And that's just kind of how I bake my cake. Hey, this is David E. Talbert. I'm the writer and director of the movie Baggage Claim in theaters September 27th. And you're watching Star Studio on Rolling Out TV.